All right, fight fans. It has been confirmed that Francis Ngannou is going to be fighting Anthony Joshua on March 9th, I think. March 9th or 8th. So that means Dana White had to bless us with some fire ass news. And as you all, I'm pretty sure, are all aware, our boy BRONX is coming back and he's fighting Arman Tsarukyan. And then not only is BRONX coming back, but Dustin, the soy boy Poirier, is coming back, and he's fighting my boy Benoit Saint-Denis. I'm going to be talking about both of these fights. I'm going to talk about Charles BRONX first, because it's our boy BRONX. Of course, no one really cares about Poirier. I mean, I'm glad Poirier... I'll get to Poirier in a second. Okay. First of all, Charles BRONX, the return of BRONX versus Arman Tsarukyan. I'm excited for this fight, but I feel like Charles Oliveira should have just gotten his rematch with Islam because he plowed through Dariush before Arman did. I can understand why they put this fight together because Charles destroyed Arman, destroyed Dariush, and arguably Arman destroyed Dariush in better fashion. I think that's what Arman said at his post-fight interview, where he was just, I finished him faster than Charles did, I'm better than him, or whatever the fuck. So I can see why they put this fight together, but I also feel like Charles should just got his rematch, because he was supposed to fight him. He's arguably the number one contender. Should have fight him. He was going to fight him, got injured. He should fight him, Just book the rematch. But I think they booked this because Islam wanted to fight before Ramadan. He said March. And then he was like, I want to fight in March, otherwise see you after Ramadan. So I'm assuming they couldn't get him a March fight, so they just booked this fight. But I feel like Gaethje should have fought Arman instead for next after Charles. But this is a fine fight. I love seeing BRONX. BRONX is game for anybody. Okay, this guy right here says Islam versus Gaethje is such a waste of a fight. I hope they don't book... Voice crack. I hope they don't book Islam and Gaethje, because that's really fucking stupid. I know Islam was just like, I want Gaethje instead of Oliveira. I already beat Oliveira. Fuck. Like, what? Why? What? No, I'm not saying he's ducking. I'm just like, why are you... Obviously, you want new names for your resume, but you got Volk on your resume. You got Oliveira. Fight Oliveira again. Boom. You proved yourself better than Oliveira. Fight Gaethje, fight Poirier, fight Benoit Saint-Denis, fight Arman Tsarukyan, and there you go. You're good. You can retire or move up after that. But I don't know why he doesn't want the rematch. Like I said, I'm not saying he's ducking. I just think it's silly, because if you want a legacy, this would be good for your legacy, because Charles destroyed Dariush and showed that he's with the shits and that he is the number one contender. And then if he destroys Arman, then there's no argument that he's not number one contender. Because fucking, what's his name? Justin Gaethje beat Poirier for the fucking, what is it? What did I say? The fucking leftovers, the losers bracket. Because Oliveira beat both of them. And then he beat Dariush to deserve a second shot at Islam. So why would Gaethje get an Islam match off of a win against Poirier? Not hating. I think it's silly. I feel like Gaethje should have fought Arman. Charles should have got the rematch with Islam. But, it's fine. I like this matchup. I think it makes sense because of all the things I said. And because Arman is arguably... I think he's top 4. Is he not? So it's Charles, Gaethje, Poirier, Arman. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I haven't looked at the rankings in a while. But I want to, he's fighting one of the top. See if he gets... And there is a storyline with Arman and Islam because they fought previously. So, this is an interesting matchup. I like this matchup. I just think it's kind of silly. I feel like Gaethje should have fought him. And BRONX had his rematch because I'm a BRONX fanboy. So, obviously, I'm going to roll with Charles Oliveira in this match. But I think it's a good matchup because Arman has some good striking. Obviously, he showed that he has knockout power. But... Or is Gaethje, or is Dariush on a decline? I don't want to say he's on a decline because he fought Charles Oliveira and Tsarukyan and lost to both of them. Those are tough fuckers. So he could potentially have knockout power, and Charles likes to get knocked down a lot. Dariush didn't knock him down. Arman has some good ground game. I don't know if it's comparable to Charles. I think this is a good matchup. Like I said, I'm rolling with my boy Charles. I'm a Charles fanboy. Even if I think he's going to lose, obviously I'm going to roll with him because that's my boy. I want my boy to win. But yeah, so just to recap my thoughts, good fight. Hopefully Gaethje and Islam isn't booked. If it is, I'm going to fucking freak out. But not really, because I feel like that's a fine matchup as well. I do think Islam would just steamroll Gaethje. I don't know what Gaethje has to offer Islam. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that. I'm kind of agreeing with this comment. You know what? I'll like it live on this video. Boom, look at that. Like the comment. Anyway, on to the next fight. We got fucking Soy Boy Poirier versus my boy Benoit Saint-Denis. This is a good matchup. I feel like it could be a Gaethje Fiziev situation where he's fighting an up-and-comer, and then the old guard shows that they still got it and that these newcomers aren't quite ready yet. But if that's the case, then it kind of it doesn't slow down the division. It kind of just... Is my camera out of focus? God, I don't know how long was I talking for? Darn, that is so stupid. But anyway, what was I fucking saying before I discovered that my camera was out of focus? It's fucking absolute bullshit. But what I was saying is that if Dustin beats Benoit, it kind of shows that the lightweight division is kind of shallow. Because if these top guys who have been top guys for fucking ever beat the new up-and-comers who are supposed to be the new top guys, then it's like we have to wait for all these guys to retire to get some movement. Because no offense, I feel like Islam's going to steamroll Poirier and Gaethje. And Chandler, obviously. And Chandler's fighting fucking Conor, so he's not even in title contention. So, I don't know. I'm hoping Benoit pulls out because I like Benoit. Dustin Poirier kind of pisses me off sometimes. I'm actually surprised he accepted this. Because I feel like... Didn't he say in an interview that he didn't want to fight any up-and-comers? He wants big names. He's like, oh, yeah, I just want to get paid, you know. I want to fight big names. I don't want to fight these up-and-comers because they do nothing for me. But I also heard that he wants to fight for a title. And I'm like, you have to fight these up-and-comers to fight for a title. Like I said, this is like a Gaethje fucking Fiziev situation. But I'm hoping Benoit pulls it through. Or, like, because Dustin could either retire after this or he could just move up to welterweight. He's been talking about it. He could fight fucking, what's his name? Colby Covington, because there's a storyline there. But I feel like Poirier would steamroll Colby after his performance against fucking Leon Edwards. Colby looked like shit. But I'm pretty sure him and Dustin are around the same age, so... I don't know. I can't use the old excuse because they're the same age. But yeah, so, you know, I'm hoping Benoit pulls through. Homeboy's kind of like an unstoppable force. He keeps coming. He's very calculated. He has good ground game. He has good striking. But Poirier has good striking. And I wouldn't say Poirier's ground game is shit. Like, I know Islam said, like, oh, who gave these guys black belts? We should cancel all the black belts. Nah, I wouldn't say that. Poirier's not bad on the ground. He's no Charles, but he ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good fight, and I'm excited to see this fight. I'm actually, like I said multiple times already, I'm surprised Dustin took this fight. And if he loses, I feel like he should move to welterweight, because there's some fun fights he could have. If he just wants money fights, fight Colby, fight... well, Nate Diaz isn't coming back anytime soon. But yeah, there's would a fourth Conor match make sense? Because Conor injured himself. There wasn't really closure to that fight. And he could fight Max Holloway again. Rematch that. You know, there's some exciting fights for him. I don't think it's completely retirement time for Poirier if he loses. I mean, if he loses this. But best case scenario, Benoit Saint-Denis wins. And now we got a new guy in title contention. Because right now we got Arman. And if we get Benoit in there, sheesh, that's going to be fire. Maybe he could fight the loser of Oliveira and fucking Arman and see who's next. Or fight Gaethje. No, not fight Gaethje, because he already beat Poirier. So, you know, why would he need to fight Gaethje? But yeah, I'm very happy with both of these fights. I just want to talk about them. I was going to upload this yesterday, but your boy was feeling a little sicky, so I just kind of slept all day. So yeah, you know, just want to talk about this real quick. I'm excited for these fights. I knew something was going to happen once Francis Ngannou's fight happens. I don't... It could be coincidence. I don't know. But it's funny if it actually is like Dana White being salty. Like, man, fuck Francis, dude. Well, I guess I could give my thoughts about the Francis and Anthony Joshua fight. I think Joshua's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be as much of a landslide as people... I don't even think people are saying that. I feel like, isn't he the betting favorite going into the fight? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. I think MMA Junkie has it posted. Oh, shit, never mind. He is a huge underdog. How? Really? Well, I guess because he lost to Tyson Fury. I guess they don't include how well he did. Like I've said multiple times, I have a whole video about it. I think Tyson Fury won, but I agree that it wasn't in as dominant of fashion as it should have been. And I think Tyson Fury is a better boxer than Joshua. I feel like Tyson Fury just had a stupid game plan going into that Francis fight. So maybe Joshua might give Francis a harder fight. But I don't think Joshua can trade shots with him. I feel like he's going to have to, dance around, do some little footwork, you know what I'm saying? What Tyson Fury should have done instead of, trying to go in the pocket with Francis, which is kind of fucking stupid. Because Francis is a better boxer, I would say, than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder just has freakish power, you know what I'm saying? But Francis is he picks his shots, he knows how to box. No offense to Wilder. He's a great boxer. Obviously, he was a former world champion. Only lost to two people, Joseph Parker and fucking Tyson Fury. So I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying he doesn't really have as good of boxing skills as Francis. And that's crazy because Francis is an MMA fighter. But he did want to do boxing. No, that was Derek Lewis. My bad. I almost fucking fucked this shit up. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a good fight. I definitely think Joshua might pull it through. I definitely think Joshua's going to pull it through. I feel like he's not going to take Francis lightly like I feel like Fury did. Fury did kind of take Francis lightly. I think he's not going to take him that lightly. He's going to know how dangerous he is. He's going to, fucking dance around, do some pretty boxing. He's not going to go for the kill. Unless he hurts Francis from a distance, he could go for the kill. But I don't see him just rushing in there in the pocket, trading with Francis. Because Francis would fucking KO him. Francis is a big dude, and he has one of the best fucking chins I've ever seen in my life. So Joshua's definitely not going to knock him out. I don't ever see that happening. Maybe in the Ultimate Universe, but not in this universe. I don't see that happening. I see Francis knocking out Joshua fucking clean. More clean than the Ruiz one. Ruiz rocked Joshua multiple times and he got knocked down. I could see Francis potentially knocking out fucking Joshua. I'm actually excited for this. Now I'm getting more excited for this. I'm going to watch highlights of it. I'm definitely not going to watch it live. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't want to watch these fucking boxing events take for fucking ever to fucking get to the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to... And what is it, in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, they're probably going to put some fucking stupid concerts or some shit. Show Ronaldo in the fucking crowd. Oh, dude, look, we got celebrities here, dude. We don't care. I want to see these guys box. Get them in there as quick as possible. I don't want this long-ass intermission. I want them to fight as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Mini rant over. But yeah, I'm excited. This year is cooking. Francis is fighting. I don't know when he's going to fight in the PFL, but, get your boxing back, I guess. But fucking the UFC is killing it. I can't wait to see what the main event is for UFC 300. I heard that Alex Pereira posted that he's coming back. Hasn't announced who he's fighting, but if he's fighting on UFC 300, that card's going to be stacked. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm planning on being more consistent. This is the beginning of the consistency. It's a new year. Hope everyone had a good holiday season. I don't know. I think that's appropriate to say. I don't know what a season is considered. Months? I don't know. But I just hope everyone had a good holiday. New Year's and Christmas. Those are the ones I'm specifically talking about. But yeah, the year of consistency. This is what it's going to be. That's my New Year's resolution. Anyway, this is the beginning of it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Or don't. That's okay. As long as you watch, thank you. Anyway, have a great one.